Yo, what is up? demonjoefrance here. Welcome back once again to another video. How you guys doing? Guys, today we are doing a video that no other Fortnite YouTuber in the history of Fortnite has ever done before. If you look up Fortnite Save the World Vindertech Blaster, you are not going to find an actual video on this weapon. Why? Because it's the rarest schematic in the game. This one in particular is one with all legendary perks, which is pretty freaking insane because that makes it even more rare than before. The way that you were able to get this schematic is that you had to have been playing during the original Vindertech event and complete a certain quest to get it. Now, I was originally going to do a collaboration video on this weapon with a buddy of mine named Cradle. He's a Twitch streamer. I really like his live streams, guys. Go check him out. Link in the description. I was originally going to do this as a collaboration video with him, but our schedules have been so mixed and mashed that we haven't really been able to get together. And one of my subscribers and one of my friends named Nilek hit me up and he's like, yo, I finally maxed it out. Because I was conversating with him, he told me that he was actually able to craft this weapon, but he never really leveled it up or did anything like that. So I asked him, I was like, could you get this with all legendary perks? And he said, no problem, chief. And he got it to me in like what, 2-3 days, something like that. It's crazy. So this is the rarest schematic in all of the game, the rarest gun, one of the rarest guns. You know, I've done the rarest gun in Fortnite Save the World, which was the Hydra with bullet chaining. You know, I've done the rarest modded weapons and all that kind of stuff, the rarest sniper rifle. Today we are doing the rarest schematic. Nobody has done a video on this schematic, on this weapon before, ever. Not even the weapon. Nobody has even talked about this weapon in like an actual video. You know, I think there's like a scammer get scammed video that has like Vindertech Blaster in the title, but that's it. This is the only video out there that features this weapon. So let's go and talk about it. That's enough rambling. I ramble way too much. Let's actually go ahead and talk about this weapon. And me and Nilek are going to be going into a power level 100 area to test this weapon out. Now you're looking at the rolls and you're probably thinking to yourself, you know, what's going on with these rolls? We have an energy plus 20% damage. We have a crit damage, reload speed, crit damage, crit damage. The reasoning for this roll is this is actually the most optimal roll that you can go with. If you go with your heroes and you go check out your squad, if you have Ranger, Beetle Jess, or just a normal Ranger, if you have an Outlander Rook, and you have, say, well, this one really doesn't matter, but personally I like to use Carbide because of Teddy. These two right here have a great critical hit rating buff. So if you're using a Ranger and you're also using Rook, you are boosting your crit rating by a lot. If we actually go back to the backpack and take a look at this weapon, go back to the backpack, we can actually see that the critical hit chance for this weapon is 46.5%. So we have a triple crit damage with nearly a 50% critical hit chance on a hand cannon-esque weapon. Yes, you guys heard me correctly. This weapon is just like the Bald Eagle. It's absolutely crazy, and it's a really fun weapon. You know, we're going to be getting some good gameplay with this, so I'm going to go and hop into the game, and we're going to be doing an encampments mission with this weapon, and let's go and see how this weapon performs in the first ever gameplay video on the Vindertech Blaster. Two more things I'd actually like to mention about this weapon is that if you guys do take a look at the last perk on this weapon, a lot of people would discontinue a weapon. They'd be like, I really don't care about it because of the headshot eliminations cause an explosion. You know, normally that is considered a pretty lackluster last perk that you can have. There's actually a reasoning for why this isn't like, you know, that bad of a thing to actually have. Whenever you have this much damage, this much crit chance, crit damage, and whatever. Wow, this guy, my crits are not going off right now. Whenever you have so much crit chance and so much crit damage, you really don't need snare. You really don't need affliction for this weapon in particular. You're going to be doing so much damage that it's really not going to matter in the long run. Like, affliction is better and snare is better for, like, you know, weapons that are high fire rate, they don't kill as fast. But with a weapon like this that kills so fast, you really don't need that last perk to be absolutely essential. So if any of you guys were going to call this weapon bad because of only the last perk, I wouldn't say that. And the last thing I want to mention before we get purely into gameplay is that this whole script in this entire video is completely thanks to Nilek. I just thank you, dude. You've been helping me with so many videos recently. It's insane. He literally wrote me up a script to talk about this weapon because nobody has done a video on this weapon before, so might as well get the information right, seeing as we're the first ones ever doing it. I mean, look at these stats, guys. 46.5% crit chance with a 955% critical hit damage. That's nearly 1,000 critical hit damage in game, guys. So whenever it actually does crit, this thing hits like a freaking truck. So we have a very unique and a very cool build to go with this weapon. So I'm very excited, guys. I'm very excited to actually have this video, to have this little showcase for the Vindertech Blaster, because so many people are like ill-informed and they don't really know how rare this weapon is. You know, so many people are sitting there, you know, they're trading for Gravediggers, they're trading for Frostbites, for Nocturnos and stuff. Little do they know that the Vindertech Blaster is actually the king whenever it comes to rare schematics. You just don't see this weapon anywhere, you know what I mean? Now, I don't exactly have like 100% evidence, for those of you guys that are curious, that this is the rarest schematic in the game, but let me go ahead and put it this way: I have never seen this gun in game before in my entire life until just like 2 days ago. So if that doesn't tell you guys anything, then I don't know what will. I mean, with how many subscribers I have, you know, I figured that somebody would have at least donated like a maxed out one or something like that, but no, nobody's even donated a normal one. Like, you guys give me so many weapons to do videos on, so I would have expected to actually see this weapon pop up. But no, it hadn't popped up at all, not even unmaxed out or not even maxed out or anything like that. It's just a weapon that is completely like gone AWOL from all schematics and like just kind of does its own thing, you know? And even like at that, you know, not even that it's the rarest schematic, but also that it's completely maxed out makes this weapon so freaking rare, man. Like, I love covering these rare weapons. I love covering obscure weapons like this because nobody else really seems to cover weapons like this, or anything obscure, anything rare, anything just kind of weird. So I'm so excited, dude. I'm so glad that I was able to make this video, and that's all thanks to Nihilic, and that's all thanks to you guys. And you know, the fact that my channel is the size that it is, I do hope that this video kind of gets out there, that people kind of watch it and they're like, yo, this is crazy, you know what I mean? Because not everybody knows about the Vindertech Blaster, and not even I knew about the Vindertech Blaster, dude. This weapon's so freaking rare, and actually, you know, this is like only my second time ever using this weapon. It's actually pretty decent. You know, the first thing it's really going to remind you of is like the Bald Eagle, because it's like a really slow shooting weapon, but with all the crit chance and the crit damage that it comes with, dude, this freaking weapon is insane. Plus, it shoots faster than the Bald Eagle. I think that technically, like statistically, the Bald Eagle could probably kill a Smasher faster than this weapon could. You know, if this weapon had the proper like crit chance and, you know, crit damage or whatever to proc at the right times, then I'm sure that it could kill a Smasher faster. But that's just not like, it's not practical, you know what I mean? But it's so awesome, dude, to use this weapon. Like, I've never used this weapon before in my life until like less than a week ago, you know what I mean? And now I'm doing a video on it, and I researched it. Like, guys, you can even research yourself. If you research Fortnite Save the World Vindertech Blaster, you're just not gonna find any videos on this. And I noticed this the other day, and I was like, I have to do something on this gun, you know? It's just so exciting to actually try this weapon out and to actually get a good gameplay video out there, you know, with optimal gameplay, with actual facts backing up what I'm talking about. And it's just like an ultra serious video on a really freaking cool rare weapon. You know, it's just exciting, guys. I get too excited. I'm like a little baby. Nihilic is shooting at me. He's telling me to follow him, so I'm gonna follow this guy. Oh, big Smasher boy. Okay, so let's get this Smasher test underway. I'm trying to land those headshots the best that I can. Oh, nose! You jerk. You completely just destroyed me, Smasher. But that's fine. Not every video needs a Smasher test, okay? I'll leave that to A1 Get This Money. He does a great Smasher comparison, so yeah. But I love these Destroy the Encampment missions. You guys know that these are like my freaking jam whenever it comes to like recording gameplays and stuff like that. So I really do enjoy these missions. Unfortunately, this mission does have Healing Death Burst. Whoops. It does have Healing Death Burst, which sucks, but, you know, we're still getting some pretty good gameplay with this weapon. Overall, if I had to give my opinions on the Vindertech Blaster, especially with, like, this specific role and this specific, you know, loadout that we're doing, I'd have to say that this weapon is, if I were to give it, like, a 1 out of 10, I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10, but it's very unreliable because this weapon 100% relies on that crit, you know what I mean? And, you know, 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to be using the, you know, even if I'm using this weapon, I'm not going to be using this weapon against power level 100 husks or anything like that, because, you know, that's like really late game, and there's only like a handful of missions that, you know, really have power level 100 and above husks. I'm trying to like blind fire this guy. Could you die for me, please? Can we? Oh, there we go. There's a crit. I was about to say, because I was shooting that that taker so much, and I wasn't getting the crits I wanted. Let's go ahead and reload and see if we can find another Mist Monster amongst the chaos. Got a few propanes. I guess I'll just shoot the normal husks. But yeah, this weapon's actually really fun. If I really had to choose between the bald eagle and this weapon, I'd probably choose this weapon because hitting the crits is a lot more fun. Not to mention the rare factor, how cool it looks, and you know, the fact that it shoots so fast and whatever. Mainly, you know, if I had to recommend, I would go without the scope, and you know, Nylik would say the same thing. And what I mean by that, it's like no ADSing the entire time. You're actually pretty decent whenever it comes to hip firing with this weapon. Like I'll show just like right now, as long as like I don't miss because I'm an idiot. But you can mostly just hip fire this weapon and do pretty good with it. So I can just run into the battlefield and just kind of hit everything like, you know, at face value. Just hit everything in the face, do exactly what I want, take names, get money. You guys know how it goes. And there's no miss monsters, guys. I want to test this on miss monsters, but I guess they're scared. I'll throw down 8 Ted-Eye really quick so they can kill the new spawns. And I guess we'll get a miss monster maybe? Kind of want to test it on a miss monster? No? This game sucks. Guys, let me know in the comments down below because I'm really curious. Do you guys own this weapon? Like, do you guys actually, do you either own this weapon or do you own the schematic? Because I actually would like really like to know. You know, more I would like to know about the schematics because a lot of people can own this weapon because of like the recent duplication glitch, but I'm not entirely sure who exactly would have duplicated this weapon. This guy's not even attack. Oh, there he goes. I'm not sure how many people would have actually duplicated this weapon in the long run anyways, but the schematic itself is like absolutely crazy rare. So hey, he pushed my present. So I really would like to know how many of you guys actually own this weapon because it's really freaking cool. It's really awesome to actually use it, and if a lot of you guys have it, then that would be pretty freaking dope because, you know, I've been kind of searching for it for a while, and there's only like Nylik and like one other person that like I know of that owns the schematic, and that one other person is just somebody that I've heard of. Like I actually don't know him whatsoever, you know what I mean? It's somebody that Criticrattle knows. So this weapon's extremely rare, man. It's really cool. This little smasher over there, we can just tag this boy, you know, do a little bit of damage, hit him with a little 1-2 punch. Nylik is actually using the exact same weapon, which is really cool, you know, whenever we hit him with the 1-2 punch with the weapon. But I think, guys, that's pretty much going to do it for my commentary on this weapon. I'm just going to kind of like let the gameplay speak for itself, because I really don't want to, I don't know what else I can talk about whenever it comes to this weapon. Nylik, if you don't come over here, I want to do this. Elite guy, I guess he's doing his own thing. I'm going to go ahead and open this because I'm a savage. But guys, I kind of want to talk about the channel for a little bit. You know, I seem to always talk about my channel in these videos. One thing I want to talk about, guys, is the subscriber count, because the subscriber count as of recent has like jumped up like tremendously. We just like hit 18,000 subscribers, and by the time of recording this, we're already at 18,200 subs, guys. 18,200 subscribers. If we're lucky, we can hit 20K in October. We can hit 20,000 this month, and that's absolutely insane, guys. You know, a lot of you guys have been supporting the videos, telling your friends about the videos, which is a very important thing that even I don't do sometimes. You know, I'll recommend YouTubers every now and again, but a lot of you guys have even told me that, you know, you've recommended my channel to your friends, you've talked about me with other people, and, you know, kind of help get my name out there, and I really can't thank you guys enough. Like, just the other day, even Aiden Harris followed me on Twitter, which if you guys don't know, he's literally the biggest actual Save the World YouTube. Oh, that taker doesn't like me. He's like literally the biggest actual Save the World YouTuber, and he literally followed me on Twitter, which is pretty freaking insane. It's just stuff like that that's crazy, that would not be possible whatsoever if it weren't for you guys showing so much support on my videos. Like, I've been grinding for YouTube for nearly 5 years now, and just as of recent, in the past few months, have I actually been getting recognition. And you guys that have come across my channel, and you guys that show love on a daily basis, comment, like, and whatever, it's crazy. It's crazy support. You know, just the other day, I was talking with a subscriber on Twitter, and you know, we were talking whatever. He was giving me a video suggestion because I tweeted out, you know, if you guys had any video suggestions for me. And he was talking about trolling your friends to think that you're like a scammer or a traitor or whatever. And I sent him that whole how to never get scammed again video, and I said, you know, I've already done it before. And he's like, oh, you know, I get it. We're supposed to be the friends and blah blah blah. And I was like, well, yeah, I started thinking about it. I was like, well, my supporters actually are my friends. You know, I go on the YouTube Studio app every single day, and I'm constantly reading comments and seeing what you guys have to say about my channel and about my videos and stuff. Like every single hate comment, every single comment that shows love, every single Noti Gang comment, every single first comment, you know, everything like that. I see those comments, guys. Like I really do. It's very seldom that I will actually miss out on a comment from one of you guys, because I'm constantly just surfing the comment section because I love reading what you guys have to say about my channel. You know, it means a lot. Your feedback is the most important feedback that, you know, I'll ever get, because, you know, this could possibly be my future job at one point, and you guys just show so much support, you guys show so much love, and the least I can do, you know, is read your feedback and read what you guys think and how you guys are thinking about the channel and stuff like that. And it just makes me so happy, you know, to read support, you know, people in other people's comment sections. Like people are like, you know, hey, do you guys know of any good Save the World YouTubers? And people are saying my name, and it's just crazy, guys. You guys have shown so much love. You guys have shown so much support for this channel as of recent, and I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in right now if it weren't for you guys. Like I said, we're possibly going to hit 20,000 subscribers this month, which would be freaking insane, and I'm really working hard towards that G Fuel sponsorship. I think once we hit 20,000 subscribers that things could actually change in terms of that G Fuel sponsorship. Things could get a little freaky deaky. Things could get really good for me, you know, because I know people that are sponsored by G Fuel, they're a lot smaller channels and stuff than what I currently am, but I think the 20K mark will actually show G Fuel, you know, this guy kind of knows what he's doing. You know, he's been doing YouTube for nearly 5 years now, and you know, I'm willing to work professionally and stuff, and getting channel deals like that will be a huge milestone when they happen. And there's so many people that think that they can't happen, and you know, I'm just here to prove them wrong. I've proved so many people wrong so far on this YouTube journey, and I would just love to prove more people wrong, because I love doing that. And you guys allow me to do it, man. You guys allow me to actually have fun with playing video games and actually get paid for playing video games and entertaining people, and it's just something that I really couldn't trade out for anything in the world, you know. And even if I did trade it, I would get scammed for it. But jokes aside, guys, thank you so much for all the support recently. Thank you guys so much for 18,000 subscribers. It really means a lot, guys. You really don't know. And thank you for the opportunity for me to make this video and make a lot of videos like this. If it weren't for me, and if it weren't for you guys, existing to allow me to get to like a high subscriber count and have people know me, nobody probably would have made this video on the Vindertech Blaster. You know, we actually get like months and months and months after this weapon came out, we're actually getting like the first actual video on it, which is kind of exciting. But I thank you guys for putting me in this position and putting me in such a great spot in my life where I feel like things over time will just get better and better. And I don't know why I went backwards, but things will get better and better, and you know, we truly can make a change, and truly can have a lot of fun on the way there. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I kind of want to end the video off there on a good note, and plus I really don't know how much more I can talk about the Vindertech Blaster. I'm trying to like provide as much information and content as I can, you know, so that you guys can know as much about this weapon as possible. But it's a pretty good weapon. Actually, you know, after using this so much, I'd probably give it like a 7.5. I don't think it's 8 out of 10 worthy. I think it's probably about 7.5 out of 10 worthy because of the crit chance and stuff like that. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you did like it. Dislike if you did not. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys next time.